What's up, guys? Mike here, Building for Life. For those of you who know me, you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger was a huge role model for me when I was growing up. Everything from his action films, which got me into looking into his past as a bodybuilder. So when I heard that he was taking over Donald Trump's old show, The Celebrity Apprentice, I had to watch it. Not because that's something that I would want to watch, but because of Arnold and who he is. I just had to see how he was going to handle it, you know. Was he going to use the line, "You're terminated," "Hasta la vista, baby," "Get to the chopper"? Spoiler alert, he uses all of them.
"You're terminated. Hasta la vista, baby."
I was watching the show and it just got me thinking that, you know, there's going to be a whole new generation of people that are only going to remember Arnold as like this has-been bodybuilder turned like celebrity host. And it kind of got me thinking, like, how is Arnold going to be remembered? Because for me, you know, there's always going to be that nostalgia aspect to it. Because, you know, I was 6 years old when I first saw Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And I'll never forget being in the movie theater and seeing that movie. It just blew my mind. And I know I was only 6 years old. But I had seen movies before. But this was something on an entirely different level. And it... You know, and I remember being with my dad and just, you know, it's a memory that I'm never going to forget. The younger generation don't have that. So if they don't know the history of Arnold, you know, how are they going to remember him? You know, what's his legacy going to be, especially given the fact that he had an illegitimate son with the maid, threw his family away, got divorced. I mean, I know a lot of people in the fitness community look up to Arnold, but I want to know, how do people view him? Because on the one hand, on his professional resume, he has so many good things about him. His story is still one that inspires me to this day. When you think about the fact that he came from Austria, coming to a new country, having to learn English, being told you're never going to be anything because of your accent and your difficult to pronounce name, and then just coming in and dominating the world of bodybuilding, dominating the world of action films, becoming the governor, because I truly believe that if he could, he would have ran for president. And I really don't think it's much of a stretch to say that he'd win, given the situation we're in right now. That's just the kind of guy he is, that he always wanted to be the best. And that attitude is something I wanted to emulate so badly. Like, I just watched him, and I was like, I want to be like Arnold. So it's very difficult to me, because the one blunder on his resume is the fact that he threw his family away. And it's such a hard thing to overlook for me, because family is so important to me. My wife is everything to me. My family is everything. And so it's so hard when you have this stack of positive things on one side and this one flaw that seems to kind of like overshadow all of it. So I'm just wondering, and I want to pose this question to you guys in the YouTube community. Can one mistake, if big enough, taint your legacy? Because I think that's an important question to ask. It's hard because you could just separate it and just say, well, I just want to admire his professional characteristics. But that's not a complete person, you know, that's not everything. So I'll always look to Arnold, at least Arnold in his prime, as a source of motivation. I'll still go back to Pumping Iron and watching all his old movies and, you know, the Terminator movies. I mean, he will always be that character for me. I mean, even at his age, in his 70s, on the new Celebrity Apprentice, I mean, when he's in the room and he's talking, he has a full command over that room. Like, people just stop and listen to what he's saying. So he still has it to a degree, and I'm just wondering, you know, how he'll be remembered and what his legacy will be. Anyways, guys, so let me know in the comment below, and if you've made it this far in my Arnold rant, just comment below what your favorite Arnold film is. I have to go with T2 for nostalgia. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.